Sadness is natural, but depression is illness. Depression is a state of mind, or it can be a brain disorder. I am Shushmita Hati. Welcome to my channel Elephant Type. I will explain this in this video. Before get started, subscribe to my channel Elephant Type and press the bell icon so you never miss a video. Let's get started. There are two reasons why you need to concern about depression. Reason 1, support who need it, and reason 2, clear the confusion among people. Globally, more than 264 million people of all ages suffer from depression. More women are affected by depression than men. The problem is serious. So the person who are really suffering from depression need to be cared. But that does not mean everyone who is sad for some reason is depressed. Sadness is a very natural emotion. We all get into sadness. If you are sad for some reason, that does not mean you are depressed. It is not necessary to show fake happiness when you are actually sad. If you are sad, it is normal, nothing to be bothered about. Happiness and sadness both are human emotions. Now the question is, how can you identify you are just going through the sadness or struggling depression? Sadness is a short phase of unhappiness. It can be a symptom of depression, but that does not mean sadness means depression. Depression is a collective changes in emotions, thoughts, behaviors, and physical activities. The time span is greater than sadness. Symptoms of depressions may include sadness, anxiety, guilt, anger, mood swings, feelings of hopelessness, frequent self-criticism, memory loss, low concentration, confusion, suicidal thoughts, crying, social withdrawal, neglect responsibilities, slow movement, agitation, chronic fatigue, lack of energy, impaired sleeping, weight gain or loss, loss of motivation, substance abuse, unexplained pains. You may think that why depression happens? What is the science behind depression? Depression is a complex problem. It is associated with various brain chemical imbalances. The change of normal levels of various neurotransmitters may lead to depression. Our desire, learning, memory, appetite, and body temperature is influenced by serotonin. A decrease in the production of serotonin by serotonergic neurons can cause depression, even a mood state to feel suicidal. Dopamine involves in reward responses, movement, and emotional responses. Due to low dopamine level, a person can lose interest in the activities that he or she loved to do before becoming depressed. Norepinephrine maintains our attention, sleep, and arousal response. If the norepinephrine system of a person is inefficient, he or she is more vulnerable to depression. There are also other neurotransmitters including acetylcholine, glutamate, gamma-aminobutyric acid play a role in depression. It has been reported that prolonged depression can lead to cardiovascular disorders, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, epilepsy, diabetes, and even cancer. So, if someone shows depressive symptoms, it is necessary to take care as early as possible. Some common types of depressive disorders are major depressive disorder, persistent depressive disorder, bipolar depression, postpartum depression, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, seasonal affective disorder, atypical depression. The symptoms of major depressive disorder present at least 2 weeks. Depression persists at least 2-year period in case of persistent depressive disorder. Bipolar depression is associated with 2 phases. The person is abnormally energetic during maniac phase and becomes severely negative during depressive phase. Postpartum depression can occur soon after the childbirth. Both genders can be affected. Premenstrual dysphoric disorder occurs during the menstrual phase. It affects menstruating women. Seasonal affective disorder most commonly affects people in the winter months. Atypical depression shows depressive episodes with polyphagia, that means strong desire for hunger, and hypersomnia, that means excessive sleepiness. Now the question is, what can you do? Step 1. Understand the problem. Step 2 is to identify. And step 3, self-help and emotional support. And step 4, medical help. If you are going through the mild depression, you can get back to normal life by self-help. Exercise can be effective to battle depression. Because exercise increases your serotonin and dopamine levels, which can help you to be happy. Healthy diet can help you to feel energetic. A well-balanced meal has the power to fight against sadness. Stress management is essential to ensure relief. Too much stress can cause burnout. That means when you are totally exhausted and lost your productivity. So manage your stress level. There is no other alternative than a better sleep. Sleep deprivation often results mood swings, irritability, and sadness. So try to improve your sleep. Performing all those things can help you some instance. But if all those things are failed, it is necessary to consider clinical treatment. People often hesitate to talk on mental health, but mental health is as important as we care about our physical health. Anyone can be sad. That does not mean he or she is depressed. But ignoring the fact can lead to dangerous consequences if anyone is actually depressed. So know your mind. If you need help, take that. Consult with an expert. But if you are okay, just say, I can manage. If I could add some value to your life, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an informative video. You can also share your query or suggestion in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Take care.